Hi guys, welcome to the 10.1 to 10.4 study guide answers. I'm going to run through the study guide and give you the answers and how to do all of the steps on it. For the first section, first, if needed, you need to rewrite the expression in standard form, and then you need to classify the expression based on the number of terms and the degree of the polynomial. So our first one is already in standard form. We have decreasing order of our exponents, so we just need to classify. Our highest term is an 8 for the exponent. So this is an 8th degree. And we have 4 terms, so it's just going to be a polynomial. Our second one is not in standard form. I need to rewrite it. So it's negative 3x to the third plus 4x squared. And our highest degree is the third degree, so that's a cubic. And it is 2 terms, so it is a binomial. Okay. Number 3, we have 2x to the 8th minus 4x squared plus 5. That is already in standard form. My exponent is the 8, so it's an 8th degree. And we have 3 terms, so it is a trinomial. And number 4 is already in standard form because there is 1 term only, so it's a monomial. And we remember when we have multiple variables, we add the exponents together. So 3 plus 2 plus 4 gives me 9. And so that this is a 9th degree monomial. Now, on the test, I will be expecting you to be able to tell me that second degree, I don't want to see second degree, I want to see quadratic. I don't want to see third degree, I want to see cubic. Okay, so you need to know the words quadratic, cubic, quartic, and quintic, right? You need to know those words. If you don't get full points. All right. Number 5, we are going to be adding these 2 binomials together. And we want it written in standard form. So I'm going to use the vertical method and I'm adding. So we've got 10n cubed and we've got plus 1. And so when I add those 2 together, I get 14n to the third plus 13. Number 6, we've got, again, we've got 2 trinomials. We are adding them together. I'm going to use the vertical method again. So I have negative 2x cubed, I have plus 4x, and I have minus 3. And when I add vertically, 3x squared plus negative 2x is going to be x to the third power. Negative 2x plus 4x is plus 2x. 8 plus negative 3 is plus 5. And we're already in standard form. Number 7, we are going to be subtracting. So I'm going to use the additive inverses. So we have negative 8y squared. We have plus 5y. And we have minus 10. And when I add these together, we've got 5 plus negative 8 is negative 3y squared. 9 plus 5 is plus 14y. And negative 6 plus negative 10 is negative 16. 8. We have subtraction again, so I'm going to work with my additive inverses again. So we have a plus, we've got 3y to the fourth. I've got minus 5y squared, and we are adding 2. So 5 plus 3 is going to give me 8y to the fourth. Positive 3 plus negative 5 is minus 2y squared. Negative 3 plus 2 is minus 5. And our last one, or not last one, number 9, we're going to subtract again. So I need to line up my like terms in terms of what I have here. So I'm going to subtract 5 rxt because we're doing subtraction. So we've got a negative 5 rxt. And then I have, let's see, we've got minus r squared x. I don't have any r squared x terms. I do have an x term, x squared term, so I'm going to add 2x squared there. And then we still have the minus 6rx squared. So that'll be at the end. Now, when I do this subtraction, 4 minus 5 is negative 1 rxt. We have minus 8 r squared x. I'm going to put this in standard form right away. We've got minus 6rx squared and then plus 3x squared. Why does the rx squared come first? Because it's got a degree of 3. So if you'll notice, you have a degree of 3 here, a degree of 3 here, and a degree of 3 here. So the order of those 3 terms do not matter, but this term has a degree of 2, so it does need to come last. And number 10, we're going to add these together. So we have a plus 6, we've got a minus 2a, and we've got a plus 3b squared. And when we add those together, 4a plus negative 2a is 2a. Negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2b squared, and 3 plus 6 is 9. But we are not in standard form. It needs to be rearranged. So it's 2b squared plus 2a plus 9. All right. On to the next page where we need to multiply our polynomials. 5x times 4x is 20x squared. 5x times 9 is plus 45x. Number 12. 4x cubed times 2x squared is 8x to the 5th. 4x cubed times 7x is 28x to the 4th. Number 13, 7x times negative 6x to the 4th is negative 42x to the 5th. 7x times negative 6x to the 7th is minus 42x to the 7th. 8th. And then we have 7 times 4 is plus 28x squared. We're not in standard form. We need to rewrite it in standard form. So it's negative 42x to the 8th minus 42x to the 5th plus 28x squared. Number 14. We need to distribute on both terms first. So we've got 7x squared plus 8x minus 20x minus 36. And then we combine our like terms and we get 7x squared minus 12x minus 36. 15. We multiply. We've got negative 18x plus 48 plus 56x minus 14. Combine like terms of the negative 18x and 56x, and we get 38x. Combine like terms of 48 minus 14, and we get plus 34. Number 16, we start with distribution. We have 32x plus 24x squared plus 63x squared plus 70x. Combine like terms, we're going to do our squared terms first. We've got 87x squared, and then we have plus 32 plus 70 plus 102x. All right, down below, we're going to FOIL. We've got x squared plus 7x plus 4x plus 28. Combine like terms in the middle, x squared plus 11x plus 28. 18. We've got 18x squared minus 42x plus 24x minus 56. Combine like terms in the middle, 18x squared minus 18x minus 56. Question number 19. We start off with distribution. 12x squared minus 36x minus 6x plus 18. Combine like terms in the middle. 12x squared minus 42x plus 18. Question number 20. 3x squared minus 3 times 4x minus 10. So we've got 12x to the third minus 30x squared minus 12x plus 30. Do we have any like terms? No, we don't. So we move on. Question 21. We're going to start off with distributing the 3x times each term. And when we do that, we get 36x cubed minus 42x squared plus 12x. And then when we distribute 2 times everything, we get 24x squared minus 28x plus 8. Combine like terms, I have, first off, there are no other cube terms, so 36x cubed is in front. Negative 42x squared plus 24x squared is minus 18x squared. 12x minus 28x is minus 16x plus 8. Number 22, we distribute the x first to everything. We get 11x squared plus 6x minus 4x cubed. And then we have minus 33x minus 18 minus 12x squared. My cubed term is my highest exponent, so that comes to the front, negative 4x cubed. Then I can combine my x squared terms, 11x squared minus 12x squared. Sorry, not minus, plus 12x squared. And when we do that, we get plus 23x squared. Then we have plus 6 minus 33, which is minus 27x minus 18. And again, I do expect you to have it in standard form when you finish. So we've got x squared is going to be distributing to everything. We've got it just kind of flipped. So in this case, we're going to do the 5x backwards. And so we get 5x cubed plus 45x squared minus 40x. And then we distribute the 12 times everything. So plus 12x squared plus 108x minus 96. Our highest degree is the x cubed term, so we have 5x cubed. And then we combine like terms, 45x squared plus 12x squared is plus 57x squared. Negative 40x plus 108x is plus 68x minus 96. Number 24. We distribute the 5 first, and I get positive 15x squared minus 35 minus 10x. And then we have minus 18x cubed plus 42x plus 12x squared. Again, we need to combine like terms. My cubed term goes to the front. So we have negative 18x cubed. X squared, so 15x squared plus 12x squared is plus 27x squared. We've got minus 10x plus 32x, or plus 42x is plus 32x, and then minus 35. Our final section is our special product rules. So I'm going to show it to you using the special product rules themselves. If you use FOIL, you can do that. That's fine. I don't care. So we've got our first term, x being squared, plus 2 times x times 6, and then plus 6 squared. So when we simplify, it's x squared plus 12x plus 36. For a subtraction problem, we do the same thing. X, our first term is being squared, plus 2 times our first term times our second term. And then we've got plus our second term squared. Remember, the negative sign is being squared. So we have x squared minus 18x plus 81. 27. Again, we put our first term in parentheses and square it. Plus 2 times our first term, 4x, times our second term, 6. And then we have plus our second term squared. 4x, the quantity squared, is going to be 16x squared. Don't forget, the squared applies to both pieces inside. 2 times 4 times 6 is going to get me 48x, and then 6 squared is 36. All right, question 28 is product of a sum and a difference. So it's our first term squared minus our second term squared. X squared minus 49. 29, again, product of a sum and a difference. Our first term is squared, so 5x times 5x is 25x squared. Negative 2 times 2 is minus 4. And again, we remember the middle section of FOIL is going to cancel out because 5x times 2 is going to be 10x. Negative 2 times 5x is negative 10x. Those two are going to add to 0 and cancel out. Our last one, we have 3x plus y, or plus 10y times 3x minus 10y. So it's again a sum and a difference. And our first term, 3x times 3x, is 9x squared. And then 10y times negative 10y is negative 100y squared. And that is our study guide for 10.1 to 10.4. Your quiz will be similar to this. There will be 30 questions. There is no challenge question on this quiz. We do not have a challenge question for this quiz. If you have any questions, please bring them to class. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day.